afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda Hero of the Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to an exciting 1 versus 1 on. Well, crossing in the woods between the north, we got Luvnest fighting here for the Soviet Union. For the 6th Mechanized Corps here, with Lend-Lease tactics available to him, versus in the south, we got Lt.Baumy fighting for the Wehrmacht. Fighting here for the 78th Sturmgrenadier Division. Caught up somewhere outside of Minsk, surrounded, and now attempting to break through the Soviet Iron Ring. We got engineers here, we got an early support, special route command here for Luvnest, with a sniper start here for him. Baumy on the hand, infantry company, MD-42, most likely into... Oh, is he also going for a sniper? So both sides are actually going for a sniper here within the first few minutes. A bit rarer to see. But in that sense, Baumy does, in a sense, have a slight advantage then, since actually moving out with more troops to grab territory initially, compared to Luvnest. We're heading towards the centre, whereas Baumy is heading straight for the fuel. Sniper team there arriving for Luvnest. As we're still waiting for the sniper there to arrive for Baumy. The 78th Sturmgrenadier Division was a pretty unique infantry division, an attempt at creating a sort of more offensively minded German infantry division, which actually meant that each infantry battalion was actually equipped to the same standards of a Panzer Grenadier division in terms of machine guns, but also actually carried a full company, I believe, of PaK-40s with it, which was actually, I don't think any other units already had it, plus a contingent of heavy mortars. Basically, it was a division that was absurdly heavily equipped. It also had a full Stug brigade attached to it, which in actuality was more of a battalion-sized unit, but just called brigade sort of for more deceptive purposes towards the enemy. Grenadiers on the way for Baumy, conscripts there running for Luvnest. So some fun facts there. It's not a division you actually hear a lot about, but it did exist, and it would later result, after it got crushed there during Operation Bag Ration, sadly, be reformed into a Volksgrenadier division, which then still retained the Sturm part, so it actually known as the 78th Sturm Volksgrenadier Division, which could also be called the 78th Sturmgrenadier Division, strangely enough, or Volkssturm. So, you know, Volkssturmgrenadier. So it could create a bit of sort of confusion, I think, in some senses, but it did exist. It did exist. And just sort of one of those more unique formations you found within the Wehrmacht, and just sounds, you know, I found really interesting. Got plenty of countries there running for Luvnest. Got the first engagement, snipers pushed back, engineers pushed back, grenadiers for snipers warming up so far. Baumy has won the first engagement there versus Surge. In the east there we got territory being grabbed, sandbags going down there for Luvnest, preparing to hold the eastern fuel point. Reinforcement of pioneers, we've got more grenadiers on the way for Lieutenant Baumy. We got an early scout route there for Luvnest. Conscript moving ahead here, coming under fire, MD-42 setting up, grenadiers and snipers, there we go. Already Yuri pops dead as a sniper round goes through his head. He wasn't quite the able dodge as you'd like to think he was. So M31 almost done there for Luvnest. Should allow him to be a bit more aggressive. Perhaps you might want to try and hunt down the enemy sniper using it. As long as you can avoid the grenadiers. We'll of course have to see how Luvnest actually using his light scout car. New on pioneers moving up the eastern side there. Grenadiers up to on the west here. Most of the fighting is focusing here. Snipers firing away. Bleeding away the grenadiers, forcing them back. And there we go. Engineers inside the scout car. Flamethrowers on the way. Pretty standard combo there. Console slowly being bled out. Whoa. Quickly suffering out there. He's got the sniper there basically on hold. Waiting for Luvnest to reveal his hand. And right there we got grenadiers both close to both vital units. So he can't just easily rush them with a scout car. Not any fancies actually losing it, but there you go. Still getting in some hits there. Snipers out in the open, but Luvnest can't get close. Grenadiers moving in there. They're going for 2 force back here. Luvnest overall quite coolly keeping Baumy here at bay, forcing him slowly back without taking too much damage. Very nicely done there. Very nicely done there. And there you go. Luvnest pushes ahead here in the eastern side. Still not a lot happening. There you go. Flamethrowers on the pioneers as well. Going up versus the conscripts, ready to burn them out. Further shooting here in the west. A scout car with conscripts on pushes ahead here. Grenadiers takes losses from the snipers and the conscripts. And over here, the pioneers seem to have some minor success in pushing back the conscripts. Well, over here, the scout car still moves hit. Their grenadiers acting in a pretty bold position. Might have to pull back there. Down to one man. Rückzug! Rückzug! Ah, scheiße! And snipers in the way as well. They're forced to retreat as well. Grenadiers can't get close enough to get off a pants fast. There we go, early wipe there versus Baumy. Very well done there by Luvnest. Very well done. Straight into the base. They might get the sniper, Oh no! MG42 setting up there. Scout car almost down. Got the sniper. Huge win there for Luvnest in the early game. Grenadiers and the sniper. He might lose the scout car, but he's got so much more out of it. There we go. Bad news there for Baumy. Huge loss there. Huge loss. Getting another sniper. He's still determined to fight this, but that was definitely Luvnest's win there. And that scout car trade-off was definitely very much worth it. Grenadiers and a sniper. That's about, I think, 600 manpower, so just gone like that. That's not something Baumy's going to easily sort of overcome right away. Sandbag's going down here to hold off the cut-off point here. Basically make it harder for Baumy to push through there, but he's going for the west, where even now Luvnest is moving ahead and grabbing territory further on, denying Baumy resources. You got field infirmary up there. We got a scout car on the way. He's actually rushed ahead there. Cancel the sniper and so now going for some lighter mechanization there for the 222. Leichte Panzerspielwagen. Probably part of some Panzer division that got called up there alongside the 78th Sturm Grenadier Division. MG42 sneaking about, moving ahead. Conscripts falling back.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
And Tank command rushed out here for Luvnest, taking advantage of the initial massive gains he's made there versus Baumy. Of course, he's going to push harder. Now we see Baumy's basically deciding, alright, I'm going to try and push for some smaller territory connectors to probably defend easier rather than trying to extend the large front this way. Not a bad idea overall there. Scout car Grenadiers, MG42 moving ahead. They're getting more Grenadiers, not say Panzer Grenadier. And there go Tank command up there. Luvnest going to make things further ugly there for Baumy and for the Wehrmacht. Constantly hanging back there. Luvnest determined to hold it to his men's last breath. Obviously not his own last breath there. Scout car rolling about here looking for targets. Some hint or sign of what Luvnest might be planning perhaps. But also easy units to hit in there. Go engineers caught here by the 222. Oh dear, that could be some trouble here for Luvnest. He's going straight into the base. They're going straight into the base. Sniper all's been caught here. Could Baumy get vengeance for the men lost? We got the half to on the way there for Luvnest. This is all going to require a lot of management elsewhere, so he might have to be careful. They could have losing. There we go. One sniper down. One to go. One to go. In the meanwhile, we got troops pushing in. Grenadiers running straight to the conscripts. Still not pushing for the fuel point though. Sniper there keeps running back. 2-2 finding away. He needs to be aware, of course. He must be aware that this is going to be a bit dangerous since, well, he knows there's a tank which comes, so there could easily come anything out there. They could counter the 222 very easily, actually. And there we go, we got the M5 half-track out there, getting the AA mount, 2-2 continuing about, really intent on getting those snipers. They just keep running about the tank command, the 2-2 isn't fast enough, and there we go, M5 arrives, drives right past, we're going to have to get past the machine gun emplacements, unless he's got smoke there, I don't think he's going to make it, or is he, looks like he managed it, so we got the M5 half-track moving in, then we got Contra there overwhelmed, looks like he actually got a wipe there, because Luvnest won the two focused here, so that wasn't all bad there. At the same time, the Grenadiers were pushed far from here. More Grenadiers have also right at the same time. Half-track rushing it. They're going to hit rounds straight to the half-track. Does he get it? Does he get it? Yes! A bit of revenge for the initial raid there by Luvnest. Got the half-track. Ended up somehow managing to use the 2-2 as bait to lure the half-track into an incendiary armor-piercing rounds ambush. Well done. Well done there by Baumy. Snipers opening up though. 2-2's going to need some repairs. So we could try and rush it. We got another half-track away for Luvnest. Luvnest not giving up there on the half-track front. Panzer Grenadiers on the way for Baumy. Grenadiers moving up. And also Grenadiers pushing westwards. And Constantly there threatening the flank a bit as well. 2-2 being repaired. Close to Veterancy 2. And now Luvnest is actually the one there with a reasonably small force. In fact, he's cancelled the half-track. Now laying down mines. He's worried about another raid straight into his base there, perhaps fearing he can't quite defend as well there. He might be planning, I suppose, for a T-70 next there. Panzer Grenadiers almost down there for Baumy. There we go. Grenadiers inside building with the lightest machine and gewehr. Opening up their conscripts quickly, sending Luvnest troops there running. Comes there taking some losses, but overall doing quite well versus the Grenadiers, forcing them to retreat. And there we go, T-7 on the way for Luvnest. No further sign or anything there from him. No, say, more conscripts or a Dushka heavy machine gun, throwing a bit of manpower there. 2-2 fixed up, and there we go, he does call up the Dushka heavy machine gun there to support his troops. Grenadiers moving it, and there we go, Sniper gets a kill there. doing his best to bleed out Baumy. 2-2 sitting out, T-70 almost done, and Baumy's in fact without any counter to it at all. You can basically only hope on Panzerfausts and the 2-2 somewhat, but even that's going to be a bit risky. But there you go, Vector 2, there you go, T-70 moving in, T-70 moving in, Panzer is taking a loss, there you go, T-70, I think shot first, there you go, second shot hits, 2's pulling back there, Grenadiers, MD-42 hanging back. In fact, there's no Grenadiers, I think, nearby to support at all. This is a bit of a bad situation there for Baumy, Luvnest going in there, but perhaps not quite as eager as he could be. Perhaps he's worried about other things. There we go, Dushko opening up the Pioneers, catching that in the open, T-70 moving in there, going after those Panzer Grenadiers, wants that wipe, Grenadiers nearby. Oh dear, he's gone too close, they're getting close, and there we go, Panzerfaust off, Otto gets it off straight into the rear engine block, and there we go, taking hits after the 2-2-2s and the Grenadiers, T-70 down to half health, there we go, more shots, and there we go, another Panzerfaust, and there we go, T-70 gets knocked out, holy moly, that's 2 light vehicles swiftly dispatched there by Lt.Baumy. I think at this point he's managed to make up for that sort of initial loss there of the Grenadiers and the sniper.
The enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
Luvnest there might in fact have gotten a bit too overconfident with the T-70. Either way though, he got hurt hard there by Baumy and the 78th Storm Grenadier. He was short sniping about there. Points being grabbed, Duska securing here around there, but he's still got the control of the fuel points almost there fully, which definitely he's going to have a fuel advantage over Baumy. On the other hand, Baumy could right now take up and actually try to go for further things, but he's getting more Pioneers. 2-2 roaming about, Snipers there looking about as well, getting killed down the Grenadiers. More conscripts also arriving for Luvnest and the 6th Mechanized Corps.
Pioneers ready for assignment.
Grenadiers taking a few hits there, 2-2 moving up, halfway to Veterancy 3. Opening up the counter there, go taking off a few shots to Snipers. Sadly, not a lot hit there, and there's the anti-tank bait on the 2-2 instead. Panzer Grenadier moving ahead and got troops there being suppressed by the Duska. Grenadiers stopped, MD-42 stopped, Contra taking up position as well. Strong position for Luvnest. He's going to need something a bit more serious to push through here and actually grab the fuel point. Meanwhile, though, we got sort of moving towards the west to grab the points there. We got Engineers sneaking in. Might try and go for a deeper flank. Panzer still managed to push back here. Small victory there for Deutschland. No further happenings in the base of Baumy. No sign of doctrine either.
The enemy is gaining a foothold. We are
2-2 almost fixed up.
points.
More conscripts on the way for Luvnest, really adding up to their infantry. Now Panzers here doing what they can. Versus Russians dug in there behind some a tree and some bushes. There you go, getting in some hits. Almost got them. 2-2 moving. Oh, dear, he actually moved out his troops. Tried to get a bit of grasp with this case. Got caught by the 2-2-2. Pushed away. Plus Pioneers for the Flammenwehr for damage engine again. But now the conscripts are in a bit more of a precarious situation. Panzers here trying to sort of get off a finishing hit or two, but doesn't quite succeed. Cut off here, gone for, and laying down mines as well. Luvnest here really aggressively mining right under his opponent's nose. Very well done there. And further fighting here. Conscripts not getting attacked there, but the 2-2-2, just the Pioneers for the Flammenwehr. Though we got Panzer Grenadiers moving in to deliver an additional strike there. Minesweepers up for Baumy. Still no sign of take up. I think Baumy should try and take up as quickly as possible while he actually has the resources for it. And you know, he's knocked out so many light vehicles of his opponent. I mean, really, here Baumy could be missing out on opportunities to sort of restrike at Luvnest. Grenadiers setting out there. Also, victory points are not looking good there for Baumy already. He's closing down to all being halfway down. He's not good. Needs to do something a bit more around the victory points as well. Constantly out in the open, Pioneers and 2-2-2. Close to Veteran 3, but they're going to attack grenade, lands a hit, and damages the engine once more. Leaving the 2-2 in a bad position. MG42 setting up there. Veterans 2, and then we go. Panzer Grenadiers doing what they can behind light cover versus Contra out in the open. Doing their best, but they have to retreat there.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
Panzer Abwehrkanone out here. Baumy's actually quite worried about any vehicles, though. Probably been better off just trying to take ahead as quickly as possible. Say a Panzer von Ostwind. And the Panzer Grenadiers got wiped there. Baumy pushes that a bit too far and got, well, hit over his hand pretty hard there. Whew. Sniper sneaking about. We got the Duska sitting out there. And up north, Pioneers here versus Conscript. 2 squads. The Pioneers stand no chance and they fall back. 2-2 being repaired. again. And there we go, finally taking up. Took him some time there, I would say. Luvnest, I imagine, is going to try and rely on his doctrine call, at least for the major part there, for sort of serious armour. He could, by the way, consider some allied supply drops there to supply him with more fuel. Two-stepping holded by the MG42 incendiary rounds here would be a good choice for Baumy just for increased damage, but already too late. The Russians have fallen back in the face of such stiff German resistance, and we got the pack forward there delivering another shot. Big 2 points being overall just rushed to here by Baumy to try and stall and actually begin turning things against Luvnest there a bit. Mine spotted. And finally can soon get the Suprema Corps up. Constant under fire. And a bit further fire, engineers falling back. Conscripts charging in, engineers laying down further mines here. Luvnest setting up a lot of mines there, hither and dither. Not bad, and certainly not always the most typical spots, in fact, which makes them more effective. But there's certainly several here that set about defending himself from being rushed. In fact, several here. He's in fact severely worried that Baumy might, of course, try and rush into his base and cause some more casualties there. So, I mean, in that sense, of course, he's reacting to that. But it's actually rather rare to see a player set up so many mines in such a defence there. But again, it does indicate the threat and how seriously Luvnest takes it. Engineer's been cut down there by the 222. Veteran defeat, it is a bit more lethal now. Further fighting here, Grenadiers, Pioneers. Suprema Corps has not been built despite getting it. Come on, Baumy, get it going. Los, schnell. Emot getting the eastern fuel point here. Baumy is beginning to get some map control there versus Luvnest, pushing him back. Luvnest, on the other hand, is getting very close to calling the first M4C Sherman. Baumy definitely. And there he goes, gone for a doctrine. It is Lightning War. Opening up for some other bits there. G43, tactical movement, relief infantry. Just a good close air support, and Tigers. 10 mines down here. Now Baumy's also preparing himself for enemy armor, but again, he's not. Oh, there we go. Finally getting. I do think it's been rather delayed there. I mean, he could easily let it out, I think, at least 2 minutes to 3 minutes earlier, which, you know, would allow him to get out tanks earlier and strike his opponent earlier. Oh well. Got some G43s there for some of the Grenadiers, supported by MG42 Grenadiers. A lot of firepower there to deal with infantry. MG42's dug in there. Dushka dug in. And looks like we got here preparation for an assault there. Flare mines also going down below. It's just going to push through the centre there. Sniper supporting on the eastern flank of that assault. And there we go, engineers being caught. Pioneers to engage the conscripts in the centre. And we got to push it. Overall, Luvnest sort of making 3 pushes, 1 light, but those all in repulse, 1 larger in the centre, but can also essentially be swung towards the east there if he feels like there's too much resistance in the centre, or perhaps he feels like he can just get away. There we go, we already got the Indy to fall back. So right there, if 2 out of 3 assaults there worked out for Luvnest, that's pretty good so far. I mean, it's not quite fully worked out in the centre, but overall he's managed to push back Baumy there. And we got the M4C Sherman out there for Luvnest, 50 caliber machine gun being added on top. Panther 4 on the way there for Baumy. That's going to struggle a bit there versus the M4C, which has, I believe, well, a bit more armour, but also better penetration. Thanks to the 76mm gun. 50 caliber almost done. All also units were equipped with the Sherman tanks. They did all in all receive 4,000 of them from the Americans, 2,000 with 75mm guns, and 2,000 with the 76mm gun. But shooting away there, 50 caliber almost done. Points there being grabbed as well. Baumy seeing gains lost. No, he goes for the Stug. Better response there to the M4C Sherman. Better range, better rate of fire, better penetration. More likely to sort of deal with it quickly. Then he can also bring up more tanks. He's actually pushing for the... Oh, trying to catch the snipers. There we go. Almost got them, but there we go. We got the Sherman firing back, responding to this fascist threat. And we got no Panzerfaust there though from Baumy. Had 42 far away, and got still further pressure on the eastern flank from Luvnest. And the western side, we also get a bit of pushback there. Grenadiers opening up, quick to respond and counter-attack. Stug almost done there. And there we go. Throwing a pin to my machine gun, and that's good to go. Type 40 moving ahead, Stuke moving in. Luvnest here might be in for a bit of a surprise there. Type 40 fires. M4C moving, Stuke moving in there. Troops there being suppressed slowly. Then it is moving up my try and Panther fast. They could of course try and combine it here with the tactical movement. There you go, down to half health, almost got it, almost got it! Almost! Mine went off and there you go, Sherman down! Panzer kaput! Engineers there pushed back by Grenadiers. A lot of firepower, Stuke pulls back, gonna need some repairs. That definitely I think worked out well. He can get Tiger tanks, but I do not think he should immediately go for it. I think he should try and go for a Panzer IV now, push up some armor and then get more aggressive versus Luvnest. If he waits for a Tiger, he's very much going to risk Luvnest going to be able to bring up several tanks in the same time. And that's definitely I think something Baumy should try and avoid, rather than try and push for his advantage when he can. 2-0 finding up constant. Oh, Dushka! Oh dear! Baumy there made the wrong decision, and his 222 got punished. The veteran crew there and Lieutenant Gruber is dead. And his little tank. 222 there's going to need some repairs. Forcing nothing further here. They'll go for that Panzer IV or another Lt.Baumy. Just don't wait for a Tiger right now. I think it's a very bad position. Of course, we know it more than he does, but you know, it's always I think a dangerous proposition just to wait for a Tiger. Mine went off there, killing poor Jürgen. A flare went straight through him. And victory points wise, of course, there's another issue here for Baumy again with waiting. I mean, he's losing control of them and he's going to bleed out quickly. In that sense, waiting for the Tiger also presents him with another issue again. He's just going to lose a lot more victory points in the same process, meaning he's got even less room to sort of maneuver in once he does finally have the Tiger. I mean, he can work out quite well. But again, there's very much a threat that he's going to lose something in the process. We've got double snipers here, further pressing for Luvnest, further bleeding up Baumy's infantry. We also got a fresh Sherman out there, and one rolling out. Stuke moving in. Engineers flanking in as well. Double Grenadiers moving ahead there. He attempted to mine right there. Was not allowed to do so. Snipers moving ahead. Oh, Pioneer's in a bad situation. Need to retreat. MD-42 crew being shot at. Stuke opens up, shoots, almost gets a kill there, and we've got close air support there, going in after the Sherman. A bold attempt there by Baumy, in the end ends up wasting munitions. Probably the better off actually, I think, going for relief infantry instead of trying to use that to just buy up more infantry, that way pushing across the map more aggressively. I'm not going to say, it's a bad choice to, go for the ability he did, just timing-wise, it might not have been the best. And then some in this case just, oh dear, Sherman got both of them with a 50 caliber. Good lord. That's quite some impressive machine gunnery, but there you go. Luvnest pushing ahead here, punishing Lieutenant Baumy there, I think, for extending. And this time here for the mid-game analysis in terms of damage. Baumy's ahead kills-wise, though. Luvnest is actually ahead, just not by a lot, but still that's a bit worrying here for Baumy, and I think in part again it's due to those snipers, but also just those initial successes he's had. So there are some issues there, sort of, to worry about for Baumy. Army value-wise, they're very close, but now we can see sort of Luvnest is ahead thanks to the Shermans. Even if he loses one, another one quickly bounces in there, so there's some problems here as well. Points health-wise, Luvnest again has been rather ahead. I mean, in that sense, Baumy, while doing alright, doing a lot of damage, is struggling. He's not really getting a lot of territory on his big 2 points-wise. He's also quite far behind here. And in that sense, that's why I'm worried about going for the Tiger there for Baumy. I think another Panzer IV, maybe supported by Stuke, would do him a lot more good, but I'm to sort of pressure Luvnest a lot more aggressively right now, rather than just, again, waiting for a Tiger. Though again, a well-supported Tiger could also be quite potent for Baumy. And then sort of throwing in that Stuke closer support like that, yeah, he'd probably better off actually going for relief infantry, trying to get up as many Ostrom squads as he can, and that way just use them sort of hold some of the territory, just push back Luvnest a bit, but also just hold some of it. So that's something I think Baumy needs to be careful about, otherwise he could very well risk losing this game here. If not directly on losses, it's going to be downright to victory points. There's some issues there for Baumy to keep in mind. More Panzer Grenadiers down the road, I think, be alright, but if he goes for the Tiger, he should definitely get more armor, more than just one Stuke to support it. But Panzer Grenadiers, I think, would serve him favourably, and I think some relief infantry down the road would be quite good for him too. For Luvnest, more mines, but otherwise, he's largely doing alright there. He might want to consider getting a mechanised armour company up there to support the Shermans here, maybe with some SU-85, since Baumy is going for a Tiger, and to some extent that should be obvious for Luvnest what's going to come down. I mean, he could just, of course, rely on the M4C Shermans, but the Tiger supported by a Stug and Pack 40s and such could be a bit too much there for the Shermans, so I mean, going for SU-85s would be a nice idea, though. Of course, you could also just go for SU-6s, which would be a cheaper option. Of course, get a bunch of those to support the Shermans. I mean, that could also work. So there's certainly a few options there for Luvnest to sort of consider. But overall, in terms of just what he's otherwise doing, there's not so much to criticise. He's overcome good pressure, and he, of course, realises the victory points where he can do a lot of damage, and overall, perhaps even win the fight. So, not so much there to sort of criticise. So, let us return to the fight and see what happens next. Stug firing away there with its machine gun gewehr. Quick rifle grenade there, Conscript's pushed away. Pioneer's being cut down by the Juice, got the heavy machine gun just shredding Jürgen. MG42 Grenadiers, Pioneers moving in, we got Grenadiers moving up to support the Stug. He's getting very close to that Tiger again, he's just pointing everything towards it. And he's also leaving a certain gap in his forces resource-wise, so I'm seeing he get it out. It's going to be at least, 2 minutes before he can get the Tiger up, because he's just not getting that much fuel. As for Luvnest, he's getting plenty of fuel. I mean, thanks to the map control he has, every 4 minutes or so, perhaps 5, he can get out, 4 I think, he can get out another M4C Sherman. Even faster, of course, he drops in some supply drops as well, so in that sense, Baumy needs to sort of somehow push up things here, otherwise he's just going to get drowned beneath a wave of tanks. Engineers suppressed, push back. Overall, the situation is still pretty grim there for Baumy, and he's just putting every egg there in that tiger-shaped basket. He's getting more Grenadiers, by the way. No attempt at Panzer Grenadiers, just regular Grenadiers. Sherman machine gun engineers guarding the eastern side there. Further pressure towards the west, and we got an SU-6 on the way for Luvnest. So cancels it. Perhaps feeling he just goes straight for the M4C Sherman. Also, a fun fact there, some of the first Shermans the Russians received, they actually converted to use the same guns the T-34-76, as they weren't sure they actually had enough ammunition to use it, but that was later quickly sort of dispelled their fear, since the Americans sent in a ton of munitions for the Shermans. Conscripts push back, Conscripts advancing, snipers moving about there. Back at base, ever quiet as we get closer there to the Tiger. Conscript taking further losses into Sturmgeschütz, 5 kills for Deutschland. Pioneers sorted by the machine gun. 100 points left for Baumy again. That's what happens when you're trying to go for a Tiger in a situation like that. There you go, he's got 1 victory point there, the other one sort of stalled a bit, so he's somehow halting it, but it's looking grim there, it's looking grim, and we got a second Sherman out here for Luvnest. He's really adding to the armour he's got, which is not exactly making Baumy's situation much better while he's waiting for that Tiger. And there we go, we got the snipers just continuing to bleed away at the Grenadiers there, force them away. Veterans to 330 kills already. A hero of the Soviet Union. Sherman striking in there towards the west, Pioneers in a lot of trouble. Sherman number 2 going to move in, then perhaps flank. Of course the question is for Stug what target to deal with. But there you go. Finally the Tiger arrives for Baumy. But will it be enough? Will it be enough to save the day here? Stug needs support, a pack following up to support as we got conscripts here, snipers, engineers aplenty. There you go, getting a kill there on the conscripts out in the open. Tiger shoots away, Stug fires away, getting a damaged engine. Pack 40 crew being sniped away, Tiger moving in there, snipers forced to retreat as well pretty quickly. Sherman number 2 moving in the area there. Perhaps going to try and rush it, though, of course, with the Stug supporting it. And the Pack 40 won't be that easy. There you go, going for the Tiger. Tiger for 2 points. Tiger there trying to turn to deal with one target. Sherman in from the other side. Stug, Tiger needs to pull back. Victory points, one more cut off. The bleed is one for going down there against Baumy and the 78th Sturm Grenadier Division. We got constant engines getting cut down out in the open. MG42 gains veterans, C3 increasing its lethality. Sherman flying away there, Tiger moving in there, conscripts out in the open, taking heavy fire from Grenadiers and the Tiger. Stug not getting repaired. Pack 40, damage engine. Pack 40 shoots the Sherman. Conscripts wiped. Small victory there for Baumy and the Wehrmacht. Tiger rolling ahead here despite having a damaged engine. Sherman's milling about there. Looks like he's won the engagement here for the time being, but he needs to get all of his pioneers to repair the Stuke and the Tiger as swiftly as possible. They're going to attempt to grab the centre victory points, being quickly repulsed here very bloodily by the Sherman under Luvnest control and command. The other one is waiting up here, perhaps hoping to just defend the area. If there's any immediate minor pushes there from Baumy while he gets up more armour, or perhaps some tank destroyers. Snubs, they can need to bleed away, MG42 in a lot of trouble. Up here, conditioning against Dushka. Assault there, could perhaps been a bit more on the flank, but there you go. Immediately suppressive thanks to Veterancy 2. Bad news. More pioneers arriving, Tiger they're firing away. Lots of heavy fire, 7 kills for Fasterland, getting the fuel point. Sherman being repaired there by heroic Soviet engineers and Stuke they're moving about now. And there we go, finally successfully pushing back the Druska there from the east, getting the victory points there in the east as well. Though of course it does mean he has to defend a large amount of territory, and one good push in either side could do a lot there for Luvnest. But there you go, Sherman moving head straight into the line of fire of the Stuke. Scheiße. Target big point available. Shoot the heat round, Jürgen. The heat round. Or not. Sherman pulled away there. Still halfway to 22. Tiger now being repaired, in fact fully repaired. Good work there, good work there. Baumy is on the offensive again. We got fuel drops there on the way for Luvnest. Going to probably try and get out another Sherman as quickly as possible. 3 Shermans could cause problems, in particular since Baumy has split up his armoured forces. Obviously trying to defend both points there from any armoured assault to a certain extent. But the same time also means any contrary assault could do a lot of damage very quickly. Baumy's going to need, I think, another Stuke there. Very good. In fact, he's going on the offensive here. Pioneers upon the Tiger. Minesweepers, Flammen there, first Sherman flanking in there. Tiger needs to turn and deal with it. There you go, good hit, 88mm gun. Scoring a penching hit on the Sherman's armour. Another hit there, down to half health. Gonna buy him some time there at the very least, even if Luvnest quickly gets out another Sherman. He might not be that quick to commit them all then, with one Sherman in a poor condition, although close to it to one. Mine spotted there. Tiger moves that, might try and deal with it. Shoot it, shoot it. Shoot it. Actually, he's leaving his flank a bit exposed. Got Sherman charging in there, got Stuke here firing away. And there you go, Sherman moves in. Close past his own mine there. But flanking, there you go. Coming under fire with the pack 40. Heat round. Tiger being flanked, but there you go. Forgot the pack 40 there and kaputt. Russische Panzer brennt. Sherman there flanking the pack 40. Good work. But the other Sherman is in trouble. Should have gotten some repairs before he committed it. There you go, another Sherman down, Stuke rolling in. So desperately trying to roll in there. 1 Sherman versus 1 Tiger, there we go, Vecchi to increase rate of fire. Trying to ensure no one will cruise the pack 40. Good work. Tiger hanging back there, not willing to commit without lower health. Probably a sensible decision there, but Baumy got the Stuke rolling in there. Low on health, half there. Oh, hits the Tellermine right out in front of the Stuke. Vecchi 2 for the Sturmgeschütz. And there we go, Sherman kaputt. All of Luvnest's armoured forces have been shattered, but Baumy is down to 50 victory points. His armour is in a bit of a situation there, but he needs to push back forward, he needs to grab territory, he needs to defend it as hard as he possibly can. And he is almost right up there, Tiger Veterancy 1, 11 kills for das Vaterland. All armour needs to be repaired, and I think he needs to consider getting out some more machine guns or some machine gun bunkers and try to defend as many victory points he can as solidly as he can. And he's down to 44, 43, it's still ticking down.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Looking pretty grim here for Baumy. Despite having delivered quite a blow there to Luvnest, he's not quite able to take advantage of it, seems. That could very well give Luvnest the chance to push back if he's clever about it. I think relief infantry to sort of retake some of the retaking some of the points I think would be a good move, since they're just giving more infantry and more ability just to hold a larger chunk of the map, and that's really what Baumy needs to do. So machine gun bunkers, relief infantry I think, or just machine guns, just get some more stuff out there. pushing for the western victory point. We've got Luvnest moving, of course the Tiger can respond quickly. In fact, currently Luvnest got nothing there to deal with the Tiger, except trying to steal that Pack 40.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Stug almost fixed up, 7 kills for das Vaterland. Not bad at all. 36 points left here for Baumy.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Field gone away for Luvnest. Defending here the central victory point as well. Canadians, Pioneers flanking in. Conscious pushed back there by the Tiger. Wrecked. And we got machine gun there covering the eastern side. At this point, Baumy, I think, should consider getting some more armour. Ostwind or a Panzer IV right now would be good. Something you can just pressure the infantry with and flank. And just murder. But again, just push for the points, defend them no matter what, no matter how. He's down to 36 points here. Baumy cannot afford any chances there at all. Yet so far that's what he's doing. In fact, he's flooding resources. Pack 40 being recruited there, but coming under heavy fire there from Germans. Stug supporting nearby, and there you go, repairing the Tiger. Good work, finally. Halfway to Victory 2. Almost got the sniper there. We got another field. In fact, Luvnest is getting several field guns to help deal with the German armour. Come on, Baumy, get some more armour out, get some Panzers. There you go, Panzer IV on the way. Tiger tank halfway fixed up. Still no sign of any resources being spent towards, say, bunkers. You really should consider that. I mean, everything you can do to defend those victory points. I mean, really that should be his primary concern for the time being. Just trying to push forward as fast as he can, but also just defending the points as best as he can. Right now, for some reason, he just doesn't seem to factor into Baumy's plans at all. Despite, you know, in terms of resources, he could probably afford at least a bunker or two. Field gun there firing off at the Tiger by the looks of it. Got a penetrating hit, constantly pushing towards the centre.
We are losing a sector.
36 versus 314, constantly pushing ahead there. I mean, Baumy's got a massive armour advantage. Massive Tigers, Stugs, Panzer IVs. He doesn't quite play like he's got one. Comes to them down into the Grenadiers, taking heavy damage. Stug, Panzer IV there. Don't move into the where it's thickest. Field gun firing at the Stug. Panzer IV needs to fall back, and we got another Stug closer. As if forgotten it doesn't work on infantry. He's worried about enemy armour nearby, because either way he's just throwing away 200 munitions which could have been used on relief infantry. Or say, you know, bunkers. And otherwise he's doing is just achieving a flying circus there. With the close air support. Then this flanking in behind, Tiger firing away. Field gun firing at the front of the Tiger. He can probably clear it out there, flank it with Blitz and just deal with it, but he's not. He is not. At all. Pioneers playing out. Stug, Tiger, Panzer IV, Nero, Petra, M42 covering here, but not quite the victory point. Again, not the most important bit there. Come on, Baumy. Focus on what's important. Tiger firing away there. Very close to increased range and increased accuracy. Cox is being pelted into the ground there, murdered and pushed away from the victory point. Still holding at 36, but he's not doing much to reinforce it. And there we go, we got another Sherman out there for Luvnest. The Soviet Union. Showing up the east, trying to flank him with the Grenadiers, trying to get the snipers, and there we go, he's finally gone for relief infantry. We probably should have gone for much sooner. Pioneer was trying to hold up there, no armour response to the Sherman here in the east, despite not having no anything to support it. He could easily rush up the Stug and the Tiger, knock out the Sherman and deny Luvnest any armour there. He is not. I feel that's a bit of a mistake. Tiger holding the centre is just as stupid centre to deal with the Sherman. Panzer IV holding up the Grenadiers. MD42 being flanked. Not overall bad position, but still he risks losing it. Got wiped. Target weak point. Good. Gun jam there for a bit. Need to go in after knock it out. Almost veterancy free. But he's got at least some Ostrom, but I'm not entirely sure if losing a veterancy free MD42 was quite worth that. Still pushing onwards, but he's given up the centre. Ah, oh, Baumy. Tiger supporting now. Pioneer's going to lose moving in. Again needs bunkers, machine guns to defend every point. We got field guns moving up to support and close off the area against enemy armour. In this case, Baumy I think was too slow to sort of move up and deal with it. There you go, field guns sitting up, going to open up the Tiger there. Need to pull it back. Dear Baumy. Flare going off there, more Ostrom arriving there for Baumy. Student up being pulled back as well. I mean, the Sherman gets to survive. And he might even hand over an MD42 there to Luvnest. Gonna need to retreat. Rückzug. There you go, another Ostrom squad that arrives. This two's getting cut down there in the centre. Should flank it with the Grenadiers. Could actually use tactical movement to rush them up there very rapidly. So at least he's got a bunch of sort of more expendable infantry now to perhaps turn things around. It rather feels a bit late there for him. Now he's actually moving up towards the base. Forgotten about the mines. Ah, got past it somehow. Raiding Luvnest base. Not a bad idea though. Not a bad idea. And certainly one of the things that Luvnest has always fit. In fact, he's also pushing up his flank here. Good flanking assault. We got figures moving up there. If he just had the armour ready, could strike at the field guns, catch them there while they're moving. Stu could also do some damage. Sherman, they're heavily damaged. Troops are getting cut down. Right at the base. Almost wiping them. Damaging the Panther IV. Just cutting through them. Doing some damage, but without insufficient armour support, they might just worked out. If he had the Tiger and the Troop perhaps here, he could have done a lot more damage. It might just worked out better. Instead, figures moving in there, knocking out the Panther IV. Bowl attempt there, but Valmid ultimately not enough. And he should probably go for more armour. Also getting cut down here and there. Machine gun there secured by Luvnest and now being turned against Baumy's own men. A bad development there for Baumy. Field gun keep moving about there. Tiger's ready to move up and support. Duke supporting as well. Need to clear out the MD42 first, not the conscripts. There you go, pushed away though. Almost 52 field guns opening up. Sherman almost knocked out with the damaged engine. He could probably try and rush them with a blitz. But no, pulls back. Sherman there being repaired. Sniper going towards the centre. Pack 40 Pioneers covering there. Troops reinforcing. Needs more armour. Baumy somehow, or another relief infantry. Just, more troops you could then throw at the enemy. You just need to do everything, no matter how costly, to defend those victory points. And I mean, in that sense, he's got relief infantry, which will allow him to basically just hold Luvnest back with the tide of bodies. Almost 22 there on the Tiger. Very close to veterancy 2 and increased lethality versus Russian infantry. Against less scatter, which all means he just is more likely to hit, even, if he doesn't get a direct hit, which all means he's more effective versus infantry. Engineers are laying dynamite. Tiger misses completely. Bad development there. Sherman responding, now fully repaired and ready to deal with the Hitlerite scum. Close fight here, 29 points versus 202. But Luvnest has managed to basically scrape himself back from otherwise disastrous strategy of losing 3 Shermans to opponent with a Tiger and a Stug. There goes Sherman moving in. Tiger needs to turn and deal with it. Stug needs to join in as well. Sherman is the threat to some extent. Field guns moving up. There you go, Veteran 2 and the Tiger Pioneers moving in. Troops are getting cut down. No sign of relief infantry. Further fighting it. Troops pinned down 2 full Grenadier squads, taking heavy losses. Almost got the Sherman. Tiger blitzing backwards. Not trying to blitz around him, catch him on the side. And there you go, as all of this is happening in the centre, and these Luvnest makes a quick strike there for the western side with MD42s and conscripts. Good work there. Ostrom not enough there without no bunkers to support them. They are pretty much in trouble. So well done there by Luvnest. Sensing an opportunity, he struck and he scores. But of course, the question is, can of course resist for long enough? So they're taking heavy damage from the Tiger, unleashing death. Could go for another tank, perhaps, but he needs to just push back. He needs to get some bunkers up. He needs to defend those victory points, yet he never quite seems to sort of think about that. Demo charge here, Luvnest doing what he can, of course, to defend Tis and make it much harder for Lt.Baumy to take them back. Of course, Ostrom couldn't fairly be expended towards that purpose. In fact, he's gone for the heavy Panzer Corps. He's made another large resource experiment that sort of delays any actual units on the battlefield right when he's so low on victory points. I do think that's a very poor decision there by Baumy. He should have just gone for more armor, more infantry, not waited for the picker stuff. I mean, he might be planning for a Panzerwerfer, but he doesn't quite have time for it, I fear, if he's not careful. Pioneers are getting shredded. Baumy is getting, I think, increasingly desperate. He's not quite thinking straight. And now he's rushing his Duke there into enemy territory with no idea what's in there and rushing straight to 2 field guns. I feel Baumy's lost it. Got the Stuke, and there you go, Stuke knocked out.
One of our foes are behind our line.
I fear the stress might be too much for Baumy here. So close, yet so far. And he snapped. He's making just a lot of bad decisions now. Can't quite help it. It seems.
We are losing a sector.
7, 6. Stalled things for a bit there. Tiger rolling about there. He's got no other armor at the moment. Cover shattered. Consoles rushing it. They're going to tank grenade it. Good work, good work. Luvnest sends an opportunity to damage the beast. And gets it. Baumy's now in even further trouble there. Go victory. Pointing down. 1 point left. 1 point left. And there we go. GG. GG. This battle swung back and forth quite a bit there. And looked rather grim there for Luvnest in the end. But thankfully he was able to pull through and manage to sort of party again. Thanks, I think, to Baumy just not entirely sure what to do. He had to hold all 3 victory points, at least 2 of them. But he never quite seemed to formulate a strategy or tactic towards that. Essentially, Luvnest, on the hand, just knew you had to sort of keep pushing for them, bleed them out there. And so in that sense, overall, Luvnest had a stronger strategy. Though tactically, I do think he made some mistakes here and there, including sending in a damaged Sherman over a bit more piecemeal there versus the Tiger, which allowed sort of Baumy to sort of defend successfully versus those tanks. But it was close there. So in that sense, overall, stronger strategy there from Luvnest. Baumy, not so much. I think had Baumy just realised a bit more well what he had to do there, I think he could have won this. Less wasting resources and took a close air support, more bunkers, more mines, more Ostrom relief infantry, and I think he could actually have won this. But in the end, for some reason, Baumy just couldn't see it, he just couldn't grasp it. Either way, though, he just sort of lost it right there by the end. He was so close, but managed to bungle it for himself. So, good effort there, but ultimately not quite enough there. Luvnest, though, put up a heroic fight, was close as well himself. I do think some SM6 to support the Shermans there would have been helpful, but in the end, he pulled through there in the end. So, well done there, well played. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gives you ideas for matches. If it did, why not subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send in a replay and provide some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers, thank you for watching, and hope to see you all another time. Bye.